Hey, this is Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am sharing a plan with me today. I'm using the Cocoa Daisy Let's Go collection, and with the personal size inserts. I had a request to slow down my videos, which in the several years that I have done YouTube videos, I have not ever done a basically real time video for a variety of reasons. Mostly just because I don't want it to be boring. But I recognize that there are people out there like me who really enjoy watching the process and who are potentially interested in planning along. So, if you are in that boat, go ahead, grab your planner and plan your week with me. So, my system for setting up my week with the personal size Cocoa Daisy inserts is usually very similar. For this week, I decided to stamp. I'm stamping out the dates. I'm using a Cocoa Daisy stamp set that I believe this came with last year's July Summer Vibes collection. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp out the dates. This stamp set is, fairly large, but not too large for this size. And in fact, I absolutely love how the slightly bigger stamps look on the personal size inserts. I just think I don't know, I like the contrast. I always like big and small contrast when it comes to planning. So a small insert size does not stop me from using larger elements, especially because when it comes to sort of planning my week in these inserts, I am not focusing as much on the function of them because they are quite small. It's more for an overview of what all I have going on this week. So now that the dates are stamped, I'm going to go in. I should have mentioned this earlier, the stickers I'll be pulling from with this, for this plan with me, I will be using the Classic Cousin sticker kit, a few of the planner kit stickers, but mostly I am pulling from the Classic Cousin sticker kit, which this sticker kit shows up in all of my planners. So currently I am using the personal inserts. I'm also using a Passion Planner Daily, and then it's more for memory keeping. I'm using a Sterling Ink Common Planner, which is about the same size as a Hobonichi Cousin. So the Classic Cousin stickers work really well in there, but I also just love the kit in my personal inserts. And mostly the items I love are the icons and the word strips and the alphas. I use quite a bit in this planner. All right, so we have dates. I have put some days of the week covers on each day. Not essential because they are already labeled, but it does add a little punch of color and interest, which is always a benefit. Next, I'm going to use the stencil that came in I think this came in the planner kit. It either came in the planner kit or the creative kit, and I am going to do a little stenciling. Now, if I was pressed for time, I would probably not do this because it does take a little bit. It definitely adds to the time element of this setup, just because you have to mask off the stencil so that it doesn't move and so that you don't stencil onto something else you don't want. But the effect of it is really neat, and I really enjoy it. If you don't have this stencil, or if you're a little bit concerned about stenciling, good news is that you really can't mess this up. You'll see that I have a spot that's a little darker than the rest. Not a big deal. Once the stamp goes over the stenciled part, it's like you don't even notice it. So stenciling is a super fun way to add a little bit of mixed media without the mess of mixed media. I do not consider myself a mixed media person, but I'm certainly having a good time with the stencils that have been coming with the most recent Cocoa Daisy collections. They're really fun. All right, so now that I have the stencil down, I'm using the stamp set that came with the collection to add the Let's Hit the Road. I couldn't have had a more appropriate week for the Let's Go collection, to use the Let's Go collection. This particular week, we're heading out on a road trip to Memphis. And so it was great to be able to use all the road trip elements and then all the music elements, because Memphis is definitely known for music. And we actually, you'll see later, I will be marking on Saturday a concert a live show that we went to support our friend. All right, so more stamping. When it comes to stamping, I do like to do the stamping first, just because it's hard to stamp over stickers. And usually I can put stickers sort of around stamps, but it's harder to put stamps around stickers. I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to add a little bit more stamping on the bottom, so the music notes to denote the show that we went to go see on this day. This week has passed. I filmed this at the beginning of this particular week, and had high hopes of getting this voiceover done before we left for our trip, and it just didn't happen. So I figured it was better late than never, right? Most of the things I include in this spread are things you could do for any day of the week. So this is another element of my planning that is pretty tried and true, which is I typically focus on the known quantities. So the things that I know are happening throughout the week, those get priority of placement, because they are events that I need to remember. And then on days where I don't have known events, those are usually the days where I will add a short to-do list. Now, this was a fun discovery. I love these habit trackers, but I often don't need them all. And so I decided to pair a habit tracker with one of the word strips. And I'll do it a couple times, because once I figure out I like something, I tend to do it a couple more times in a spread. And oh my gosh, how cute, right? It basically makes the habit tracker into a label, which I'm always in need of more labels. So it worked out. You'll see I'll do it again here. And I'll also do it again on Tuesday. So lots of use of those little habit trackers, which clearly I hadn't used much this month. And so finding a new use for them was very helpful. So next, I'm still adding sort of known events of the week. And for this, I think for this one, I have decided I'm going to use a little strip of washi over the habit tracker. And well, first I try to use one of the smaller Daisy Weeks labels, and it's too small. So I will eventually end up using the washi instead. I think this is probably one of my favorite parts about planning, is finding different ways to use a product that I get every month. Like, especially with the classic cousin sticker kit, the the stickers you get are pretty much the same every month. And so I love finding new ways to use a kind of evergreen sticker, a sticker that I'm going to see month to month. And I'd be curious to know, or I'd be curious in the comments if you are a Cocoa Daisy subscriber, or really if you use any sort of sticker, what are the stickers you have the hardest time utilizing? And maybe I will try to use those in my next Plan With Me. I know some people struggle with icons. I, for one, could not live without icons. I definitely love using icons because I like just the little bit of visual information it provides me. All right, moving on. We are, speaking of icons, I'm going to build a list of icons for Monday. I didn't have any specific events for Monday except for get stuff done. And so I'm going to create a bulleted list with the icons. And I do this a lot, especially in this size. I think it works really well. And not a remarkable list for Monday, kind of the basics, but a very important list because all of these things help me reset for the week. Now, when I run out of icons from the Classic Cousin sticker kit, I can just pull more icons from the Daisy Weeks sticker kit, another favorite sticker kit for this size, and you can see why. Look how cute and perfect that label box is for Monday. It just fit right under the date, and it worked really well. And then I'm using one of these decorative boxes, which I split in half, and to continue to embellish our road trip information. And what else? Because I'm sort of at the end of using this kit, we're heading into July, and so I will use more of the July. Well, I will switch to the July inserts and therefore use more of the July stickers. I'm trying to use up as much of the elements, the sort of decorative elements that are very this kit focused. Now, the other thing I discovered as I was looking back through my supplies is that the Summer Vibes kit from July of 2023 looks so good with this kit. The colors, almost all the colors coordinate, and certainly things like the stamp sets work. As you'll see, I'm going to pull. Well, I use the stamp set from the dates, and then I'm going to use this other stamp set to add to the bottom of the page, and it looks so good with the Let's Go, and it says Let's Go. So there you go. I think I pulled a stamp set from the June 2023. It was a very travel themed kit, so I used that suitcase for packing. This is another favorite thing that I like to do. If you get alpha stickers in either your Cocoa Daisy kits or just you have alpha stickers lying around from maybe scrapbooking or memory keeping, they are such a fun thing to add to your planner, especially when it's something that, is a high priority for the day. So, for example, on this day, packing was the most important priority for the day because we were leaving the next morning for our trip. And so I wanted to give it a little bit of emphasis. And so using letter stickers to do that is really handy. And the other thing I love about using letter stickers is that if you run out of a certain, well, let me back up. When you subscribe to Cocoa Daisy, Cocoa Daisy rotates through a couple of different fonts of alpha sticker, And typically you can, if you save your past sticker kits, and you can use them interchangeably. So, like if I was to run out with one of these, I bet I could find a similar alpha from a previous kit. To make room for my shopping, where I plan to go shopping on Tuesday, I did decide to change up the placement of the two events on Tuesday. And another great thing about Cocoa Daisy stickers is that while they are very sticky and they stay on the page and they never come up, they are actually pretty easy to remove when you want to remove them. So I don't know what that magic is, but it is very helpful. I've never owned Undo, which is a product for pulling up stickers. I always am able to pull stickers up pretty easily, and also might have something to do with this fantastic insert paper. If you've never tried Cocoa Daisy inserts, the notebooks or these inserts, I encourage you to give them a shot, because there is something about this paper that is so luxurious. I can't really explain it, but this paper is it for me. I just love the notebook and insert paper so much. All right, a little bit more stamping to add in some. Didn't know what was going to go on Saturday other than this one event. And frankly, I didn't think I was going to come back to my planner to add details in that little spot. So again, perfect place for a little stamp. A little bit more stamping on Wednesday. I don't know if you are a stamper, I don't know if this happens to you, but once you get going stamping, all you want to do is stamp. And that is very true for me. I tend to, when it comes to this sort of planning, I can feel the fact that I'm like in a flow right now. So I'm like really interested in adding more stamps. I'll go back to add few more stickers, but generally speaking, I'm like kind of at the point where the flow is flowing. I don't know if there's another way to say that. All right, this little sticker book, this is a repositionable sticker book, and it came with the planner kit. And oh my gosh, when I saw it, I think I squealed because I was so excited. I love a sticker book. And what I mean by that is a book with blank pages in it, repositionable sticker paper that you can add stickers to. I did a little bit of organizing of these stickers so that, like on these 2 pages, it's mostly like travel, road trip theme. And I just, oh my gosh, that little car, so cute. And then a couple of the other pages are like food themed. Another one is like summer themed. One of them is like music themed. So very, very fun. And on the back of this, the insert on the like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday side of the page, you saw that I put one of the stickers for the travel log. That is where I end up writing down the information for the different places that we stayed. So Thursday night we stayed at a little like cabin in outside of Gainesville, Florida. And I wanted the like confirmation information, the address, all of that kind of stuff. And then on Sunday we moved to a Airbnb in downtown Memphis. And then, so again, I wanted the like contact information. I wanted that information in my planner just in case, my phone dies or I can't access it. So having it in my planner is like a safeguard from technology failing, which has happened to me before when I've traveled. And then some other information about the next week's stay in Southern Illinois. And so I'm getting close to done with this planner setup and just adding in a few details of to-do lists and things. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sort of more real-time-ish plan with me. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, I love having your comments below. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!